Regarding the topics I spoke of last time, Grimm didn't reach funding, and we still don't know for sure if the Neil deGrasse Tyson thing is real. But it was funded, so hopefully they aren't going to take these poor people's money and run. For new projects, we have a pretty good month ahead of us. Hex Games is an online strategy board game kind of game that is coming to Switch with free DLC planned for all backers over $20. It's kind of an ARMS or Splatoon kind of thing, only this releases as a slightly more complete game. ARMS is actually a good comparison with how the team captains are handled, who have their own unique special abilities. Otherwise, in a chess-like way, you create a team of various units with their own attributes and can play against other players. This is not going to be a game for everybody, but for those who find this concept interesting, this game is past the base goal, so this game will probably end up even more polished and complete. I want to highlight Nakawak, or Nakawak, because it looks competently made, but I don't think I or a number of people could handle it as intended. It is a Metroidvania kind of game that emulates the look and feel of the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. The reason I probably couldn't handle it stems from the fact I have ADHD and the developer has Asperger's, and I can tell. Judging from the Kickstarter trailer, the music restarts in each room, and after collecting power-ups, and it doesn't smoothly loop. I'm sure this doesn't bother him, and probably wouldn't be a big deal to most people, but the atmospheric tracks are already a little repetitive, and hearing it start over was giving me that little bit of tension ADHD people get when they have to listen to or watch something on repeat without much of a break. Those on the autism spectrum, at least for men, tend toward repetition and consistency, and ADHD people are kind of the inverse, being drawn to variety, irregularity, and relative chaos. Don't misinterpret, it's not a huge deal, but I would probably have to mute the sound after a while, like in a few other games with tracks that are just a hair too repetitive to be able to ignore. Just know, if you're ADHD, you might get that uncomfortable feeling droning sounds give you. Anyway, this game is also currently only slated for Steam, but for reasons I'll cover later, you may be able to play this on Switch soon anyway. And when they finally get the Game Maker Switch plugin greenlighted, I could definitely see this guy possibly porting it over. Demoniac is an odd fusion of a Metroidvania and a fighting game. Basically you have Metroidvania, but the combat is that of a beat-em-up. The game looks well animated and sounds pretty good. So if it appeals to you, it may be a project you want to back to get to the Switch stretch goal. Skyfear is an online dogfighting game where you play as dragons. You can customize your own dragon and play with different rules. This dragon battling game will come to at least one console like Switch. Which console, however, depends on demand. It would be best on Switch though. Last, but not least, Re-Legend combines mechanics from games like Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons with mechanics from games like The Legend of Zelda, and pet racing mechanics from games like Pokemon, Tamagotchi, and Bomberman. You are an amnesiac who wakes up and has to start a farm, scrounging up supplies and materials, explore the world around you fighting evil beasts, raise monsters who can serve as farmhands or combat buddies. And then of course you have to date the locals too. I mean, they aren't going to date themselves. This is a really polished and well done looking game, and it allows you to play with up to 3 other players simultaneously, and is probably going to come to Switch as well as PlayStation 4 and PC, likely with crossplay between PC and Switch. Something that could make this game more accessible to people like me, who can't get invested as easily in games like Animal Crossing or Harvest Moon. The multiplayer aspect combined with the Zelda-esque exploration could be just what I need to stay interested. And that covers what's going on Kickstarter in August, at least for now.